Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cultist Simulator, the Mariner mod. I've not kept track of which episode this is, but it's probably one of them. I've just finished recording last episode and figured I'd do like a, 2 for 1, and then I'll edit them both afterwards. Not that that really matters to you, but basically, I was excited to dive into the sunken city, if you will. Can't do anything with that there. Do we want to do anything in Amsterdam before we depart? I'm not sure if cargo space will be a problem. I don't think so. Or at least our cargo space is listed as being 1 out of 3. I know that it's 3 out of 3 somehow with this, but it shouldn't pose a problem while we're on the adventure. At least it hasn't before. Notoriety, meh. I suppose we can try and we could try and find a chance encounter with the raconteur, but I don't really know what we want to do with them unless we find out what we want to do with them with the sunken city. Basically, long story short, we're heading off. I need to hit fast forward again because I like to play on fast speed. We are running low on deafening repose. Probably could have on lookout spots something bobbing on the waves, too angular to be a seal. There seems to be some floating debris. Okay. If it were a dead body, we could have our cook try and fish something out of that, but no. Setting sail in a storm is quite ironically a very good time to be at sea, just because it gives us some very good aspects. As is the case here, we could use it to, stop this gambling. Or we could just throw some money in and hope we win. We're in a position where we can afford to lose it and it still be beneficial to us to, gain some. They're going to be snickering behind my back and everything, but no matter. Anyway. Yeah, we could have picked up some more deafening repose, but it shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to make a round trip. More gambling, eh? Well, yeah, why not? The only other way this event ends is you cancel it. Play for keeps. I join in on the game like officers ought not to do, but leaders sometimes must. And I believe we made a profit from that. Docking at the sunken city. Oh boy, what the hell is that? Hang on. First things first. Money, yay. Amsterdam can go up here, that can go up here. The kite. We have the sunken city. We have At the Abyss's Edge and Sailor Stories. At the Abyss's Edge. Here we witness a miracle one might expect at the edge of the world, a churning mass of water going straight down. It's not a waterfall, but simply a door to the depths. As long as we are near it, we have to withstand that proximity and its effects on the currents. Interesting. And we have a Sea of Fright. That's a very unsettling emoji, or not emoji, image. We have sailed out of the common routes and onto tides much fiercer. Here an eternal storm swirls around hole in the sea's surface. Sailors are hearty folk, but this experience lies beyond their ken. I'm going to assume we want to keep some officers around to, keep morale. And we're going to explore. But what else is there to do at the sunken city? Doubt that deafening repose will last long enough for us to make a return journey with it, but oh well. Just means we have to make sure we leave this place with living crew. Not exactly the thing I'm best at, but oh well. Sailors on the edge, slack-mouthed and with gaping eyes, the sailors stare at the horrific miracle beside them. This is more than normal men have to bear. Many of them may prefer to flee instead of following me into the depths. So we need to talk to them, and I assume they may be scared, but they are sailors still, and I, their captain. If I press my authority, I can remind them of their duty, and they may overcome their fright. I'm going to assume we tackle this with some winter. The edge of winter. And we can keep exploring. Oral authority. Conducted to my command, my ship is as certain as rhythm and as unstoppable as dawn's advances. We will almost certainly succeed. Yeah, winter or edge. Same with the gambling that we didn't stop. Which may have been a good decision, as it may have left our captains tired. Steeled resolve, their mouths tighten into resolute grimace. Their eyes narrow, focusing on the task at hand. They will not let their captain down. They will follow their captain into the abyss. Excellent. Courage. It's a nice picture. You cannot freeze in fear if you know you are backed by the greater force. My presence can act as their tailwind tonight. This card protects your sailors from terror as long as it's on the board. Terrific. That should hopefully, when this comes to pass, should do something. And it's unique, so I'm not going to try and make a duplicate of it. A siphon of wind and water. A raging torrent plummeting down into the depths. Some power opened a keyhole towards that sunken city. Perhaps in acknowledgement of her involvement, the sea parts unwillingly, however, and our sailors must reckon with the sea. So this is something that is a song challenge, requires the kite and is explorable. Interesting. Stabilize the portal. By some confluence of the moon and the tides and whims of an hour, a whirling whirlpool has lain Kais dry at the bottom of the channel. But it is not as stable, and the churning winds and waters threaten the kite. If I go down, the ship would be in danger. Fulfilling this task will take your winter song. It will not be returned to you for the entirety of the sunken city. Ooh, bloody hell. Let's see what else we can find here first. So yeah. Okay. At the abyss's edge. We've seen every inch of this place. There is nothing more for us here. Understandable. We need a stable position. Okay, so I guess first we need to do this, and then we can do this. It should give us this card. And then we can do this, maybe. If we just jump... yeah, if we go down it now, we're definitely fucked. So... it apparently wants that. Here's a bell. You like bell? I don't know. And I hate to split my captains. It probably would be better to... yeah, that one has a bit of grail in him. We'll take you... yeah, cool. hopefully we get the captain back. Sorry, the officer back. I'm the captain. And the bell. Reason like a knife. Statements follow statements. My reasoning is built up like a light through a prism. One truth cast in many shades of logic and rhetoric. We may yet succeed. Okay, so Lantern and the Appeal of Grail. So it cared not for our winter. Oh well. Probably would have made sense to. No, we got. Yeah. Fuck it. We wouldn't be able to get 10 anyway. It depend with either captain thrown in. The unwilling world. There is a being here who holds mortal authority over me, or whose regard in the house of sun is higher than mine. I can approach the This time my voice is lost to the storm. This time the ocean seems too vast to hear me. Sorry, we've read that bit before. This time a tip-tap feeling, blah blah. We failed that challenge. Though we haven't lost anything from it. We will try again with some grail this time. Sure. Probably could have used that guy, but sod it. Now, we will almost certainly succeed and lose our winter song, was it? Yes. A tranquility. The world needs not listen to pleas of a sailor, but in this place, at this time, it listens. Perhaps it has been rendered receptive by the same power that has rend the seas. Perhaps the moon is feeding kind today. Regardless, the moon settles right above the whirlpool and will not move, not for a while. So we somehow convince the moon to sit still. Until my breath runs out, this song will maintain the stability of the plane, the portal and the passage. The moon herself will stand guard. Interesting. And it's hopefully going to manifest and snap that up and give us the thing we need. Stable position. Horror has no grip on a heart filled with purpose. The moon. Oh, it's taken the moon. Grand. Can we have? Do we not get the? Do we not get this? Or no? Am I thinking, do we need to do sail first and then thing? Fuck it. Why not? Let's just dive right in. Hang on, let's read this. We must maneuver to where we can let down a cable into the hole, but where our ship can remain safe with an F, while we are down exploring. This will require a tricky configuration of sails and anchors and currents and wind. So, maybe navigators? Maybe a kind of near. Yeah. So we're going to throw that in, we're going to throw that in, we're going to throw that in, and what am I feeling more? Can we use our toolboxes? We can not use tool. Oh, they have the broken. This can be repaired when navigating in ports. I see. I have not noticed that. I guess. Okay. That's why we can't use it on anything. Because we need to navigate ports. I see. and navigating in ports. I don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out when we're back at shore. Okay, so that's why we can never use our toolboxes. I guess we throw that in? No. Can't we throw that guy in? Landlubber. This one will never be a... Okay, so wait, we picked up a fucking... And specifically... Okay. The exact aspect we can't make use of. Okay. Well... Here's hoping it's this guy. Should be lantern, right? It's always lantern. Probably not going to be lantern. Hey look, smog. Just in time. Because... forge. There we go. That was a lucky break right there. Otherwise we... Apparently it was heart. Yeah, okay, that heart makes sense. The sea is fickle and prone to change. Sometimes she is calm and gentle. At the moment she is not. She will devour me gladly if I offer myself to her. I can reach her using the vigor of heart. Well, that's good. A delicate balance. The anchors have found purchase, and with the lines taut, the ship now hangs close to the edge. From our overhanging mast, a cable can be lowered. Our way down is set. This is so cool. I like imagining this this whole endeavor. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so there we go. The line down, which I like that picture. Awesome. Put that in there. Navigators. Can we use this guy? We can. We're not being yeah, okay, Craven. Whilst this is not the normal diving experience, much of the anticipation is the same, and the dread. This will just as much be a challenge mentally as it is physically. I have died doing a dive before, in this game, obviously. Not in real life, that'd be quite a story. But yeah, basically ran out of air and died. Hopefully there should be air down there. Assuming that apparently the seas have parted. We're going to throw in our officer. Okay, so I don't know how long that's going to stay for, but I best hurry. The depths may be dark and empty, but I will not be alone. I will be open to all experiences, and being here, I will likely succeed. Knock or winter? We got some knock. Let's throw in a tad bit more if we can. We cannot. No. Oh well. Good thing we have the crew then, because... Yeah. Oh, grabbed the wrong thing. Rising Terror. Nope. We've gone under it now. Down we go into the darkness. Time and distance have no meaning during the descent. Then, pale shapes arise in the darkness. Broken teeth buildings of ancient, water-bitten stone. We descend between them and step onto the silty sand. Waterlogged ruins. The city is surrounded by grinding walls of water. Yes, black as ink. The only light is from the spotlight moon above. Mother Moon casts the cobbled streets in her bleak light. Pale colours deep shade the newly revealed doors. Still weep. Each of us feels in our heart that we are trespassing on grounds hallowed or profaned. Okay. That's our way out, so let's keep hold of that. And we have no time to hang around. What do we have? Yeah, we can put that there. Churning darkness. The walls of water encircle the city. The sight of an endless expanse of water is familiar to me, as is the feeling of being drawn towards it. Left above. I have left my ship above. Okay, so that's... Oh, I was going to say that's holding the kite, but... I don't know what that's doing. Or what that... Oh, there we go. It has taken the kite. Ooh. Okay, we found... Seagull Choir. The churning walls of water get masked by the throng of birds, coalescing on our position. We stand at the nadir of their spiral, and here they plunge down onto the soggy seafloor. Their beaks break open the earth, but they just as easily could break into us too. Approach this challenge with moth or winter. What the bloody fucking hell? Moth... Sure. Con man away. Just because I, use my officers a lot. We're being potentially attacked by birds. Perilous tranquil... Grabs... What does it grab? What do you need? You are the thing holding the death walls of water at bay. Settle the flock. A great quiet falls over the scene. The feather storm lessens till the last remaining sea stern drifts gently down, settling on the white blanketed sea floor. We move gently, stepping only where there is sand. The birds watch. Okay. I'm thinking... No, it has the word moon on it. I mean, you already have the moon. I suspect it might grab a card that's like, collapsing ocean or something. Yeah. The Inkwall lure. The city is unnerving, like walking through a tomb, where each step leaves a crisp outline recording our trespasses, but more ominous still are the black walls of water beyond, their low roar pervasive in the back of our mind. That's a song. We should protect ourselves. I'm guessing this is going to be protecting ourselves from that. I know that nameless emptiness that calls from the abyss. On my worst days, it would lead me to the ship's edge to stare into the darkness, but through my half-heart pulse, I can wrench myself away from that. So too can I protect my crew from this. Heart and forge. I'm going to throw in a whole bunch of heart because, sounds like it. Probably should have diversified the elements, but we're being a bit of a risk taker there. Yeah, winter or heart. My being is music, my body is joy. Within the rhythm of my life, there is no space for opposition. Grand. Oh, we've time. We are doing good. Echoes of home. My song reverberates through the city, speaking of the lands above and the lives we left behind. The grinding waters were pressed to the background until we could hardly hear it at all. The homebound song. Remember home. Remember birdsong. Remember the smell of grass. Remember sand scraping your heels. Remember that small thing can be enough. Yeah, remember that small thing can be enough even when the big things are not. This card protects me and my sailors from horror, as long as it is on the board. Terrific. And it's not unique. That's not the best, but we know how to make another. Stories end. There is an itch at the back of my skull. I can feel 100 feet tapping me just above the skin of my neck, urging me forward. I am here to sightsee, yes, but only if I see the story to its end. Find the place where the story ended. We just need a load of help for this. Anything in particular? Doesn't look like it. I mean, the Doom of Keris, that won't help. I don't know what to throw into that. First of all, let's keep that going, just in case. But the Doom of Keris, we will do that. We will throw it in our navigators. It didn't like our navigators. Does it not want our people? It doesn't want this guy in particular because he is single-minded. We have the worst navigators. They have the exact aspects we don't want them to have, but oh well. We will throw in a bit of this, shall we? There's a bit of everything. Well, not forge, but oh well. Or edge. Plenty of Grail, so we could probably take him out. No, I mean, it doesn't make sense to take him out over this guy. I'm thinking Heart, I'll be honest. Heart is, feeling... oh, it's not acceptable anyway. We're missing something here. I guess we continue until we find it. Anything else flash up? Heart? Heart. Meh? Doom of Keris? Bunch of stories, eh? No. Courage. None of that. Hopefully this will give us something, otherwise we're going to have to panic a bit. Spectres of Keris. The city is empty. No person could have survived its fall, but as our movements leave an impression on the salt-caked stone, so too have the citizens of Keris left hollow outlines in the air. They once approached this with Winter or Lantern. Well, we have this guy. A bit of both. What remains of the city? There we go. So we can keep hold of that for a bit. We will explore this. Scavenge the remains. This will not be a matter of speed. It is a challenge to traverse the salt-sharpened streets, each step a scar. Most portcullises will yield no rewards, yet again and again we must venture into the darkness and sift for treasure with our bleeding hands. Navigators? Can we not? Okay, so it's fine with these. It just didn't like the way we clicked. I'm thinking knock, honestly. Maybe moth, so we can throw that in. Yeah, sure. Nope, okay, heart or edge. So we will throw that in and hope for the best. The pain of the past might burn still, but it is distant. I will keep the unmourned at a distance, with the sneer of cold command on my furrowed brow, the brightness of my torch. Okay. Okay. One would think the fear of a wall of water is it coming crashing down. More insidious, however, is my urge to walk to its edge, to stare into the ripples of black on black. I just read that out because I liked the. I liked it. Creeping darkness. Stygian tide pools. Okay. So what was that then? Like the battered pines who bleed resin, I will weather the storm. We may yet succeed. The work is exhausting, stressful, and in the end we bring nothing back from the darkness beside the dark and creeping fears that wormed their way into our hearts. That's not ideal. Did we pick anything up from that? I don't think so. We have a load of these fucking traits. Quite a few of them hard to discern the difference, but around a weathered black stone, seawater is regurgitated from many chthonic openings. To a deeper place, we must survive the dark, whipping waters from these weeping wells. Well, good thing we already threw one cook in. Is chthonic? No, what is chthonic? I don't know what that means. There we go. Beyond the doors to death, below the shifting earth. Okay. Ageless sailor writes, the channel has been sailed for millennia, and old rites mouthed on the waters above are remembered below. We murmur the Bretonic Latin to placate the Linfern, the Lares and Lemurs, who have been neglected since before the Bretons landed these shores. Okay. What do we gain from that? I think we failed the first challenge, but like, yeah, we failed the first challenge, but we managed to pass the second one, so we didn't. Well, now we know it's heart for both of them, so not that we can. Where can we get extra heart? Nowhere. So we're just going to throw those two in. And throw... I guess we can throw that guy in. Actually, let's throw this guy in. For the grail on the follow-up save. The reason why I chose the captain over crewman is in case we, had something like this where we need the con man for it. Fortunately, the other captain will suffice. Unbent. Like the shifting reeds who bend but do not break, I'll weather this storm. We will likely succeed. And we definitely can't throw in anything else with heart. Nope. Oh well. I don't want to fail a second time. I don't know how long we have. Something of use. We have plucked something from between the sands that has not been digested by the oceans yet. Some remnant of this town's history. There may be others. Interesting. A piece of the story of Caris. A stone statue showing a crowned man being behind a robed woman, her hair entangled in his beard. Is he sheltering her or keeping her trapped? Or could her fate have been dire still? Through the tales I've heard, I know what happened. Through the songs I learned, what was felt. I have found one of the memories I need. There we go. We need a lot of relevant help, it seems. So we're going to keep wandering it in these depths, and it seems that heart is our only way through. Unfortunately, I don't think we can bloody multitask. Yeah, understandable. And we still can't get our 10 heart would make me feel happier about this, but the gaping cup, we have plucked something from between that. Yep. There may be more, so we just need to keep do like this. We're pulling up a bunch of unique things, much more personalized than, like, you know, clue to the thingy-mabob. These are very descriptive things. The city was guided to venerate the power that births and consumes. These objects show their widespread worship. Each face is the same man, but his expression changes from haughty to ravenous. Interesting. Love long links. A metallic knot made of two triskelions entwining tin, silver, gold, and some metals that seem more exotic still. A symbol of an upcoming union or tribute paid to a rising power. Cool. I'm waiting for time. This is going to be a long episode. As we are doing this, let's see how are we getting on with these. It's given us a nice long page as well. Through the tales I've heard, I know what happened. Through the songs I learned what was felt. Now I must find where the sorceress princess doomed her city and see what awaits me there. I'm not sure we've read that exact, but there may be a bit more. You know, open to finding more, because things, treasures. Not sure we get to keep them, but we don't. They're local. Stygian tide pools. Good thing we have a con man. Yeah, we should, you know. I think we're okay with all these. Yes. Keeping an eye on them. Ageless Sailor writes, the channel has been sailed for millennia. Old rats mouthed on the waters above. I think, yeah, sure. I think we've read that before. Crumbling Will. The city is empty. Okay. Got it. So the work is exhausting, stressful, and in the end we bring nothing back from the darkness besides the dark and creeping fears that wormed their way into our hearts. The city is empty. No person could have survived its fall, but as our... So it threw a spectre of Carice at us. Crumbling Will. Okay, cool. So I wasn't paying attention. I think that means we failed the roll and then, you know, didn't have the aspects to defend ourselves. Sure. We're going to give it one more try. If, again... There we go. Only dust. Our only reward is the dust of crumbled memories. There may be others. Well, I'm going to keep going until it says there are no others, or until we can fill up every slot. And I am going to be sure to send him in just for a tad bit of defense against the other thingy. Two more slots. Nothing there. Yep, looks like we failed it again. don't know if there's a time limit on these. Grail or heart, we should be fine. I don't want to throw a con man into that in case we get jumped by another thing. We can throw that in, why not? It might get exhausted though, I don't know. 10 should be the highest odds. And yeah, bashing our head into the wall, eventually the wall will break. Don't know why, but I'm getting flashbacks to Brutal Metal, if you remember that game. They had guys in there who literally had to break rocks with their heads. They were like mining race. Have we again failed? Is it giving any indication that we are, you know, we're just failing? It seems we will likely succeed and then blah. It's not that we've tapped out the supply. Grail of Heart, yes, thank you. It wasn't the one that required a captain. I suppose we could throw a chilling elegy into that. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Brutal Legend. It's a game, quite an interesting game for like one that never got any real. It wasn't a big hit or anything, you know. I don't want to say, you know, no one played it, but as far as I could tell, not many people did. Yeah, sure. Oh, we got something. Only dust again. Okay, that I assume means we found everything. Sod it, let's go. And I will throw in a that. I think we've tapped this thing out. Probably could have checked beforehand, but Silver eyes. Behind my eyes, a lamp. Only we need lantern or lock. No, you don't want single-minded. The worst navigators, honestly. We'll throw in a captain, why not? Yeah. Captain, officer. That's a lot of things just went away. Cool, that's gone, though we kept the Homebound song. I don't know why it's not unique, but Courage was. Both local. But yeah. And it doesn't have passive benefit either. Oh well. I don't know what the Homebound song was for. All that I see is mine thereafter for eternity. Soon I have pilfered enough sights to reconstruct a map of the city of old. I cannot be exhausted, and I lead my crew to our next encounter. The Broken Lock. And we got to keep all this stuff, though it is still local, so I doubt we get to, you know, bring it all back as a loot at the end. We want this up here. We're gonna have to wait for that to go away. Although again, I'm pretty sure that should have, you know, been bitten. I don't know how they'd fix that. I guess you can make it so that to start that navigate thing, it would have needed to have either picked it up in the recipe, like you know, magnet, grab the thing, otherwise bail, otherwise, or just alternatively make it single-minded, or like require all your focus, like some of the Like how you can't, say, go from London to Copenhagen whilst you're still talking to someone. He does a check to see if any of your other verbs are busy. Con man it is. Explore the broken lock. Sorry, I didn't even read this. The dike encircles the city, but the barrier has been broken. Sea gate stands fractured. Door splintered. Splinters white in moonlight. The salt-coated scars. The door slivers. The broken lock is consecrated in triplicate. A great gate, wounded illicitly by moonlight to cause a cataclysmic purification. Its remnants remembers, and I just realised that we have 45 minutes into this recording. Oops. Oh well, fuck it. We have a nice long episode here. The way I'm going to call it a break here, and there'll be another episode after this. Until then, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked the episode, leave it a like, comment, etc. Subscribe if you're following this series. You don't want to miss an episode. See you next episode. Till then, peace.